This bout is scheduled.
What a pleasure. After months of uncertainty, we finally have a fight. It's bombs away. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. That right uppercut misses. They exchange punches. So it's Jones versus Calzaghe, part 2. Of course, in their first encounter, Jones put Joe Calzaghe on the canvas before the Welshman got back up and put Jones out.
You forgot how slick, how smooth, how sharp, how crafty Jones Jr. was. Then, Calzaghe came back. The pace, the power, the southpaw style was enough, and the youth got him the win. Now these guys are gonna do it all over again. Time was rolled on, but both fighters have got a little slower. Both fighters have got a bit long in the tooth. Both fighters know what they've got to do. And both fighters know they respect the danger each man brings.
Misses with the straight left. A perfect counter shot. Good counter punch. A swing and a miss with the right hook. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the... Here we go. Round 2. Who's going to land the first big shot? Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
That left hook misses. So much hype surrounding this big matchup as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
You see the nerves on a fight stepping into the ring, Tom. It can tell you so much about a fighter. And the look in the opposite corner, you've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
Punch, counter punch. Beautiful counter shot. A very competitive round here so far.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. Nice counter shot. Straight right just misses. Roy Jones Jr. in trouble. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't...
And there's the bell to start round 3. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Catch and shoot. straight right just misses. Swing and a miss with that hook. He threw a punch and just got countered. So he's going to taunt here. I don't know if that's the wisest strategy. We wanted action, and they are delivering. And he did catch him. He caught him clean. Clean as a whistle. Swing and a miss with the jab. These two were made for each other. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get... On to the fourth we go. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
How about that time counter shot? Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Oh, a little rope-a-dope here. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Right uppercut just off target. Looking to land the hook. Well, Johnny, as you know, there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive.
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fight. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
The straight right just misses. Has to be careful. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3-minute. Time for the fifth round. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Counter punch caught him clean. Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
I guess showboating is part of their plan. Someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Both men step back for just a moment. That counter shot lands. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Roy Jones. There's the bell for round 6. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
There's a counter shot. Which fighter will say no mas? That punch landed. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you're there and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. Those counter punches have to hurt. So much firepower here. Nice counter punch right up the middle. How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through it?
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Well, there was no doubt. There's the bell to start round 7. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
He misses with that straight left. They won't give us a second to catch our breath. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got strength, speed, and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have to quick burst, boom. In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
Straight right just misses. Nice stop, but that won't score. Straight right just misses. Well done with that counter shot. He misses with that jab. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. talk about Roy Jones in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is...
And there's the bell for round 8. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Nice counter. That's another scoring shot. He missed with that jab. The right hook just missed. We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Good counter punching. Very close round with 10 seconds to hold that thought. The pride of Wales in some real trouble. And that's it, a unanimous decision win.
This is the last thing we expected. What a fight, what a style, what a pace.
Without a bruise, there ain't no room. Still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Straight in, more pain, so more gaining. Here I came in.
And here we are at Cambrian Hall as the giant chandelier provides light for what should be a fantastic showdown. And next to me for the broadcast, the one and only Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
And now it's time for the tale of the tape. Terrence Bud Crawford, 173 centimeters tall, weight 63.5. And here he is, Sugar Ray Leonard, one of the greatest.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner.
We've waited a long time. And there's the bell to start round 1. Back and forth they go. These two were made for each other. Oh, he took that jab well. Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
Did you see the nerves on that fight stepping into the ring, Tom? It can tell you so much about a fighter. And the look in the opposite corner. You've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
What round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Crawford and that. Here we go. It's round two. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
They exchange punches. There's a counter shot. That jab doesn't find a home. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. That counter shot lands. And he scores with the counter. A typical outside fighter, as you know, focuses on defense, stick and move, stick and move.
These are my kind of fighters, boxing on the edge of the ring, using the jab, using the footwork, moving left to right. It's like a bull in a matador.
The straight right just misses. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that. There's the bell to start round three. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
A high-octane battle. He threw a punch and just got countered. Swinging big and missing big with that hook. Nice counter. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Nice counter shot. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose. Here we go to the fourth round. After that last round, something has got to change.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Nice punch. The straight right just misses. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
When you have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
His stamina is off the charts. Beautiful counter punch. Catch and shoot. Can't score with that right uppercut. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford. On to the fifth we go. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Missing with that right hook. So far, both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
His stamina is off the charts. He misses with that jab. Punch, counter punch. Crawford in trouble. That was the moment.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back.
Very close. Hold it right there. Crawford is dazed. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. What would you tell this guy he's got to do? On to the sixth round. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool, don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's gonna pop you off.
They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas, over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim and go for speed.
Misses with the straight left. A perfect counter shot. He misses with that straight left. Defense is not an option for these two. This fighter has been extremely aggressive so far, Johnny, but how do they keep it up over the distance of this fight?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
How about that time counter shot? This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you. And there's the bell for round 7. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Beautiful counter shot. Both men step back for just a moment. Well done with that counter shot. Bombs away. This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations and they throw them non-stop.
Some fighters are just gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
Good counter punch. Counter punching. That counter punch caught him clean. Through the straight left, but it won't score. Another scoring shot there. Nope, that jab not going to score. Hold that thought! Terrence Crawford just got rocked. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Now you start wondering how much work these two fighters did in the gym.
Let's really talk about champion.
And there's the bell for round 8. Let's see how much recovery they saw there in the last minute.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
You both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
Sometimes when you get nervous with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little faggot and pickpocket them.
punches have to hurt. Insane action. The straight right just misses. The perfect counter lands. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Good one. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You could hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. We knew it was going to be close, but that's as close as it gets. No one wins, no one loses. This fight ends in a draw.
Nope.
There ain't no room. Only one, number one. There ain't room for two. There ain't no room. I am the one. Top two, but not number two. There ain't no room. Boom. Came in, cleaned up without a broom. There ain't no room. Still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Straight in, more pain, so more gaining. Yeah, I came in, guns blazing. At Raven, you get weighed in. Been training, sick of waiting. Some failing, not plain sailing. Entertaining, check the ratings. Let me out, I don't wanna be caged in. Yeah, I'm ready, who's next up? Pay attention now, yeah, your best luck. I like to warm up like a few jabs, and then I hit hard like a left hook. My style's unique, not textbook. Step to me, you get yourself messed up. Win or lose, still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Only one, number one. There ain't room for two. There ain't no room. I am the one. Top two, but not number two. There ain't no room. Boom. Came in, cleaned up without a broom. There ain't no room. Still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Only one, number one. There ain't room for two. There ain't no room. I am the one. Top two, but not number two. There ain't no room. Boom. Came in, cleaned up without a broom. There ain't no room. Still here, still